The Dangote Group has dismissed claims that its trucks were involved in two fatal traffic accidents that occurred on Wednesday in Enugu State. In a statement released Thursday by a spokesperson for the Dangote Group, Anthony Chijina, the firm clarified that the trucks involved in the two separate crashes did not belong to the company and were not operated by any of its subsidiaries. Dangote Group's positions corroborates a statement released by the Enugu State Police Command on the recent accident. The police command confirmed that the vehicles were owned by two logistics firms, Visco Investments Global and Global Investments, with 10 persons dead. Reacting, Dangote stated, quotes, in part, "We extend our heartfelt sympathies to the victims of these tragic incidents and their families." The company also expressed concern over the increasing spread of misinformation falsely attributed such incidents to the Dangote Group without substantiated evidence. It further urged both the public and media outlets to verify claims before dissemination and emphasized its commitment to road safety. Dangote Group noted that it has repeatedly cautioned truckers to desist from using its logo on their vehicles. The firm vowed to implement stricter monitoring and pursue legal action against those who use its brand identity without authorization. The Enugu State Police Command regrets to inform the public of two separate but tragic fatal road accidents that occurred along the Ozala four-corner axis of the dual-carriage Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. The crashes claimed 10 lives and left 10 others hospitalized. The first incident, a multiple vehicle crash, happened at about 9 a.m. on the Enugu inward-bound lane. A whole truck inscribed Visco Investments Global and laden with bags of white cement was en route Abuja from Abia State when it collided with a Toyota Corolla car that was attempting to overtake another truck on the same route. A 4-ton bus and a Daihatsu Hijet minibus, both driving one way, were also caught in the collision. Sadly, the truck head and the Toyota Corolla went up in flames, with 5 occupants of the car burning to death. A passenger in the minibus was equally confirmed dead by the attending medical doctor. Similarly, at about 3 p.m. on the same road, another fatal crash occurred. This time, it involved a Sino truck belonging to Global Investment and a tricycle. The truck laden with cement and driving one way from Gariki, Enugu to Nenwe in Aniri local government area on the same Enugu inward-bound lane rammed into the tricycle, leading to the death of its 4 occupants. They were rushed to the hospital but later confirmed dead. 10 other persons injured in the separate crashes are currently receiving medical attention. The Commissioner of Police, Enugu State Command, CP Maman Beatrice Giwa, PSC, while mourning the tragic loss of lives and commiserating with the families of the deceased, has directed the State Motor Traffic Department to carry out a diligent investigation into the circumstances surrounding the accidents. The CP describes the crashes as avoidable and strongly cautioned drivers to exercise utmost care, especially during these ember months, when road traffic usually increases and accidents are more frequent. He reminded motorists that no journey is worth the loss of lives, urging them to shun recklessness, obey traffic rules, and prioritize safety over speed to prevent further tragedies.
Write it out. 28 40 49 30. No, not the 12. 090 28
Oh, Dangote be here.
This is a very sad story, I must say. Very, very, very sad. I mean, we're not done with the increasing incidents of Dangote truck killing people. The other one, which is of course the most recent, is the one that happened in Edo State, where Fina's sister was reportedly, killed by Dangote truck. Her two legs were amputated, and she lost her life in the process. And it's so unfortunate that as it stands right now, it becomes very, very saddening that this really hasn't stopped. I don't know whether it is whether they release a bunch of deadly people into the streets of Nigeria to just go and cause mayhem, because it's just one too many. All right, it's just one too many. I don't know how much monies would Dangote pay for people who have been injured owing to the misuse of his truck. How much money would they pay, and how much compensation would they really pay to bring back the lives of those who have lost their lives, that lost their loved ones in this crazy incident? I think that something much more than just something should be done. I mean, for me, maybe it just goes to show that maybe Dangote hasn't trained his drivers, or the mechanisms that we use in Nigeria does not in any way put so much responsibility on truck driving. I mean, in Canada, in America, in Europe, before you even get onto the truck to drive, they know the measures that you're going to go through. They know the circumstances that you will pass to get into that, space of driving a truck. In fact, let me tell you something. You have to obtain a license. Apart from your driver's license, there's also another license you have to obtain to drive a truck. The license you have to drive your ordinary car in Europe and in America is different from the certification you will get for driving a truck. Like, it's not that ordinary, or just getting your driver's license that we do in Nigeria. No, you have to have a certification, and guaranteed by not just a family member, but the company. So when anything happens and it's ascertained that it is a family member, or it's the company's truck that caused the accident, the company will pay heavily. The damages is humongous, and that's why most companies go as far as making sure that they do the needful. In making sure that they don't just put any idiot behind the wheels to drive a huge truck. It's so crazy. But here in Nigeria, we all know how we obtain driver's license. All the talk of truck driving license. I mean, you see the ages of people who drive trucks in Nigeria, and you wonder, I don't understand. How can a 17-year-old or even a 20-year-old drive a truck? We are talking about a truck that carries something that is as huge as 700 cubic meters of weights. Like, I don't get it. It's not done. The guy that they caught that killed Otabo, Mr. Tabo, that's Bibi Nanja's winner friend, Fina. The guy that they caught was still so young. That guy, by the best of me, that guy is no more than 21. Why would a 21-year-old be driving a truck? I don't know, but there's something about it that doesn't add up. It's terrible. And I don't know if something is not done, if a very huge responsibility is not placed on the companies that own trucks, these things will keep continuing, and these drivers will keep going scot-free, and the companies will keep going scot-free. And by the way, it's not even about paying compensation. Dangote can afford anything.
But what happens to the next person? Are you going to continue killing people and paying compensation? No.
Oh, Dangote be here.
I have a friend who actually works in Canada and he drives truck. He told me what the mess he went through. Well, not mess. The rigorous process he went through to obtain a double license. And not just, and because he's coming from Nigeria, where they know that obtaining a license is just like walking into toilet and coming back. They know, and so they subjected him to extra scrutiny to make sure that the people who came from America, people who came from New Zealand to drive truck like him, because he went to the school of driving truck, it's different to my brother. People who went to those places that came, that their own process was just seamless because of where they are coming from. They know the rules and regulations in those countries, but then they couldn't vouch for Nigeria. They know we don't have a good rules and regulations in terms of road usage, so they subjected him more. So people who are doing courses of 2-3 months, you see him doing courses of like 6-7 months in order to obtain a license to drive a truck in Canada. It is that bad. Like, that is the least and you renew it every now and then, and God help you, because every truck is actually monitored. Every single truck has a camera. They monitor every single truck that moves. So if you do any mistake, like you are driving and maybe you overspeed, or maybe you did something you're not supposed to do, you stop where you're not supposed to stop. It's not like here in Nigeria where you can decide to stop along Shagamu Expressway and say you want to rest, or maybe you continue journey tomorrow. If you try it, first of all, they will impound the vehicle there first, and then they'll come and tow it, and then you'll be subjected to another extra scrutiny. Guy, so when you go through those processes to obtain those licenses, you won't joke with it. It's all, and then then God help you, you now get accidented. Hey, you pray that they don't even ban the company. They don't even recall all the whole trucks that the company has, and say your drivers are not well trained, and you cannot continue giving these services when things keep happening every single week or every single month. Yes, things are not done that way.